For this recipe, you will need sugar, bread machine yeast, bread flour, salt, olive oil, and water. Well, hey there! It's Dave and Shecky's quick bread making. It's Dave and Shecky's quick bread machine making bread recipe. I'm Shecky.
And I'm Dave.
This is a bread machine recipe. If you don't have a bread machine, you are welcome to continue to watch, but I don't know that you'll get much out of this. I've already gone through the ingredients. It is so ridiculously easy, I had to share. First and foremost, you need a cup of water, but it needs to be warm. So, this is a cup, but it's metal, and I won't be putting this in the microwave. In the meantime, I'm going to come over here and get my measuring spoons. That's very funky.
Can't be too funky.
One should always have the funk in their lives. Okay, so I've microwaved some water, more than a cup, just in case there's some sort of weird thing that goes on in there where the water gets steamed away. I don't know. And I microwaved it for 60 seconds and that was too long. So I put my finger in it and I was like, oh, too much. So then I just, you know, poured a little out, poured in some, or got some more tap water and evened it out. There you go. You need to be able to comfortably put your finger in there, but then say, that's some warm water. So, a cup of warm water, followed by 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1. 2. Now, after the sugar, we put in 1.5 teaspoons of the bread machine yeast. Hey Dave, that's a pretty nifty thing you've got there. What is that? Is that a keyboard or is it something else?
It's from the future.
Oh, okay.
It's a keyboard. It's a microKORG by Korg.
It's a what?
It's a microKORG. It's like an imitation of the old school synthesizers back in the day, but brought up to date with a little bit of modernization.
So it's a current model?
Within the last few years, yes.
Alright. And is that yours?
This belongs to Pete Levin, courtesy of Pete Levin. Not that Pete Levin, the other Pete Levin.
Excellent. And does he know you have it?
That's an inside joke if you know about session musicians in New York City. But I won't get into that right now. Yes, he does know I have it. He lent it to me ages ago.
Ages ago, okay. Pete Levin, shit, I should put Pete Levin's Twitter handle on. I will. He's currently touring with Greg Allman?
Mm-hmm.
Allman?
Greg Allman dies.
Anyway, you've got your cup of warm water, you've got 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1.5 teaspoons of your Fleischmann's bread machine yeast, and you let that all sit for 10 minutes. It starts to smell like beer actually, but 10 minutes is good. The yeast will start to foam. I'm not going to force you to listen to me for 10 minutes, so I will see you on the other side of it. Take it away, Dave.
Thank you very much. Eruption.
Okay. Don't flag us, YouTube. Okay, so the yeast and the sugar and the water have been commingling for 10 minutes. It smells like beer, just as I predicted. So now you're ready to put in the other stuff. So here is your bread flour. And usually when it's the 10-minute thing happening, that's when I put all my, I put everything into cups and whatnot, but I didn't want to deny you the excitement of that. So 3 cups. This is a 2-cup cup. Can you see? You can, okay. Alright, so there's 2 cups, and here's a 1 cup, and I am making a mess, but that's nothing new. So, 2 cups of that. We need a 1/4 cup of the oil. Now you can use vegetable oil, or you can use olive oil. I'm using the olive oil. This is not a horror movie, but somehow I feel like I'm in one.
Sorry.
It's fine. And I need 1 teaspoon of salt. You know, I don't want to get bifocals, but I feel like I might need them. 1 teaspoon of salt. Alright. So again, you want to do your oil first. Just kind of put it all in there. Yeah. What was the name of the Doctor Who sound effect people?
Radio Lab?
Radio Lab.
Something Radio Lab?
Again, with the flour, you want to kind of distribute it evenly. On a few occasions I have not, and the bread will come out lopsided. And no one wants that. So you're just pouring everything on top of the yeast, water, sugar thing. And the last but not least is the salt. I got stuck on the handle. Alright, a little salt on top, spreading it evenly. Make sure you're in there good with your pan. Shut it. Make sure you're plugged in and that your husband isn't using the plug that you need for the Breadmaker for his gadgetry. Can you put that in another plug? Thank you.
Certainly.
Alright. Now, my Breadmaker, as soon as I plug it in, I can just hit start and it'll just make the basic bread. And that's what this is. This is the basic bread. So I'm going to hit start. And there we go. And in 3 hours and 45 minutes, the bread will be done. And I guess I will videotape that as well. And I'll see you on the other side of 3 and 45. Bread is done, and unfortunately for me, it is lopsided, but I must have not put the flour in the proper way, as I explained. If you don't do it, distribute the flour evenly, you get a little lopsided bread. But in the end, it doesn't really matter that much because it tastes really good regardless.